At the moment, things do not appear to be going well. Urgent action is required of us. There is a threat to Shiba Inus in every region of the planet. The Shiba Inu development team has been making a concerted effort to reassure people, yet they continue to receive unfavorable information. Is it possible that Shitoshi will save us all? It is not a joke that we are currently living in the most perilous time in the history of Shiba Inus. This is a legitimate possibility. However, what really is going on and what are the steps that we need to take? Permit me to expand. The Shiba Inu group is currently experiencing a great deal of turmoil, which is causing things to be thrown off in a significant way. That the blockchain data website Bubble Maps has made such an incredible discovery is quite remarkable. The owner of a single whale is the proud owner of 2 beautiful canines, with a combined value of $2.05 billion. Because this whale is the owner of around 10% of all Shiba Inus, it is not just any holder. The fact that this enormous sum of money is dispersed among about 150 distinct addresses is an even more intriguing piece of information. Of course, there has been a great deal of speculation over this matter. Who is responsible for this? Where did they come from? And what does this reveal about the future of Shiba Inu? The risk is difficult to disregard in this situation. It is possible to establish a central point of control when a single group controls a significant amount of the Bitcoin supply. There is a possibility that the value of Shiba Inus would suddenly decrease, as well as potential difficulties in the market if they sell even a minor portion of their assets. And in addition to that, this kind of attention is detrimental to trust. Decentralization, which means that power is distributed rather than centralized, is something that those who invest in Shiba Inus and the Bitcoin community as a whole are interested in. The idea that someone possesses such a great deal of power is both terrifying and unclear. This is a remarkable and profound observation, particularly because of the lessons that Satoshi Kusama, the head of the Shiba Inu project, had for a considerable amount of time. Decentralization is the foundation of Shiba Inu's idea, which signifies that no single individual or group possesses an excessive amount of power. Over the years, Satoshi has emphasized this concept. We are beginning to feel disappointed rather than intimidated by it. Concerns have been raised over the manner in which this transpired. Was it an accident? Or did you intend to do what you did? First and foremost, what measures are being implemented to guarantee that Shiba Inus will continue to be stable and fair in the years to come? At its height, the Shiba Inu was valued at $5 billion, and this whale made some fascinating decisions over its lifetime. The first step was to gather all of the items into a single convenient area. Following that, in November of 2021, they were divided into 14 distinct locations. In the end, these were divided into approximately 150 different addresses. It would appear that this was done in order to reduce the hazards and provide individuals with increased privacy. The blockchain analytics platform, known as Bubble Maps, makes it abundantly evident that these occurrences cannot be observed on standard bubble maps. But once the appropriate visualization tools are utilized, it is possible to easily track them. There is also a discussion in the piece about how incredibly intelligent the individuals who are in charge of handling this whale wallet have been. In spite of the turbulence in the market and the fluctuating prices, it has maintained its composure and has managed to keep the majority of the Shiba Inus that it has owned since the beginning. The reason for this is that there has been a great deal of irrational chatter. It is possible that Ryoshi, the enigmatic originator of the Shiba Inu, is this individual. In the same manner that Satoshi Nakamoto, the person who was responsible for the creation of Bitcoin, vanished in 2021, leaving behind a legacy and questions that were left unresolved, Ryoshi likewise retreated from the public sight. These allegations have been categorically refuted by Satoshi Kusama, According to the statement made by a commenter on a post, no one knows this mysterious person. You should be skeptical of anyone who is unable to demonstrate through the movement of their wallet that they are the individual. Do not put any stock in the hoopla. There is still no answer to the mystery, despite the fact that a forceful statement was issued in order to comfort them. Various individuals have exhibited a variety of reactions in response to this finding. Numerous Shiba Inus are connected to a single owner who is unknown to the public. At first glance, this appears to be a significant issue. It runs counter to the concept of decentralization and has the potential to be problematic in the event that something goes wrong. However, people are eager to have faith in Satoshi. It is due to the fact that his remarks demonstrate how much he cares for Shiba Inu principles that others in the society take his statements seriously. Numerous individuals are currently perplexed. Does this tale have more to it than meets the eye, or is this just a negative aspect of the development of the project? The worrying lack of clarity has left the residents of the area in a state of uncertainty on what will take place in the future, in spite of the fact that there were a great deal of unknowns. The most important investors in Shiba Inu moved rapidly, and the outcomes are not favorable. There has been a discernible pattern of large stocks retracing their steps throughout the course of the past day. There has been a significant decrease in the net flow of Shiba Inu tokens, which indicates that a greater number of tokens are leaving popular wallets than are entering them simultaneously. As a matter of fact, a significant number of Shiba Inus have undergone relocation, which leads me to believe that some major players may be relocation of their numbers. During this time, there has been an increase in the number of arrivals, which indicates that some individuals are continuing to purchase despite the fact that others are selling. Due to the fact that it is always going back and forth, the market is currently in a peculiar condition of equilibrium, in which it does not have much momentum in any direction. Having said that, it is intriguing to note that a significant number of the largest purchasers, sometimes known as whales, do not appear to be prepared to do much, particularly when it comes to purchasing further CBI. When seen from a broader macro perspective, the price of Shiba Inus has been steadily increasing since the beginning of November, and it has increased by a significant amount compared to its lowest points. In contrast, these large holders provide the impression that they are keeping an eye on things. The price has dropped to a point where they are comfortable taking significant actions, but they are delaying making key decisions until the price reduces to that level. It appears like the market is now in a holding pattern for the time being. Everyone is interested in finding out what happens next. Despite all of the negative information, Satoshi Kusama continues to have optimism on the future of the project. In response to the growing concern that the Shiba Inu community has over the future of the environment, Satoshi has provided a response. A comprehensive marketing strategy to increase awareness of Shiba Inus was discussed by him throughout the course of the following year. During the course of this week, Satoshi tweeted that his proposal had been approved by the authorities and that additional details would be made available in the near future. Many individuals were ecstatic at the announcement, particularly because they were speculating about the implications that it would have for significant tokens such as Bone, which is responsible for the operation of the Shibarium network. An individual who is a part of the community has said that the Bone could be on a major trade. However, Satoshi stated that the idea is more than simply a single currency, and I would want to briefly remind everyone of this. The impression that he conveyed was that the marketing efforts would cover everything that is associated with the Shiba Inu ecosystem, including Shiba leash, tree, and all of the technologies that they have been working on. It was extremely obvious what he was trying to say. It is necessary for the environment as a whole to collaborate in order for it to flourish and expand. Indeed, it is not merely a single component of the puzzle. It's possible that the community is in desperate need of Satoshi's pledge at this very moment. Concern has been raised as a result of the discovery of the whale. Nevertheless, the knowledge that a well-thought-out plan is in place can assist alleviate some of the anxiety that has been produced. This demonstrates that the group is not simply reacting to what is happening in the world. Rather, they are also considering the long-term objectives of Shiba Inus to achieve substantial change, if that change leads to sustained change in the process. Throughout the entirety of this proceeding, the Shiba Inu team has not been silent. One of the most well-known members of the Shiba Inu squad, Lucy, offered solace to users on Twitter. According to what she wrote, it is evident that the Shiba developers are a firm believer in the slogan, "Think outside the box." For the purpose of ensuring that the ecosystem is in good condition, they are always pushing the boundaries and coming up with new ideas. If you want to advance in your career, you need to be creative and willing to take risks. Shib is a term that everyone agrees signifies "we care." The stress that had been building up began to relieve itself as a result of these texts from Lucy and Satoshi. Individuals who were responsible for the creation of the project are committed to advancing it. They reminded the community in a way that was both perceptive and cautious. The atmosphere, on the other hand, changed precisely at the moment when people were becoming increasingly aroused. As soon as the on-chain statistics revealed a massive support clump consisting of around 55 trillion tokens, Shiba Inu made a significant advancement. For this particular cluster, the number of addresses can range anywhere from 0 to 2.3 million. This cluster has somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 billion tokens, which is equivalent